For decades, I've stepped into the shoes of a character millions know as Phua Chu Kang or PCK. He has been a comedic icon for many Singaporeans and Malaysians in the 90s till now.
The whole world will know the name PCK.
It's gonna be hard to beat that, right? Wearing his trademark yellow boots, his curly wig, and pasting this mold in this exact spot has become my identity. But now, maybe it's time to take it all off. I am turning 60, and it isn't just another birthday, it's a milestone. A chance to look back on the journey that has shaped me and ask, what lies ahead? I'm stepping out of one life.
Why the rendang purple colour?
And searching for a new one. Because at 60, life doesn't stop.
No excuse, no excuse.
It begins again. I've never been one to care about birthdays. But this one, my 60th, feels different. It's not just another year.
Hi.
So I was born in 1965, the same year that Singapore received independence, right? So in 2025, I will be the same age as Singapore. We will both be 60 years old. Yeah! We are Singapore, we are Singapore.
9th August 1965. Singapore declares its independence.
Singapore, as proclaimed by my government, by myself on behalf of the people and the government of Singapore, today is an independent sovereign nation with a will and a capacity of its own.
I've grown up alongside this nation. Back then, Singapore was small in capacity. A population of under 2 million. A young country finding its footing. But we were never short on will. Against the odds, Singapore blossomed, transforming at an incredible pace into the vibrant, thriving city we know today.
The time when I was a little kid, when I go to the Boat Quay there, I see junk boats. And I see all the laborers, carrying sacks of onion, rice, potatoes. The junk boats get fewer and fewer because they are moved away, and then to a point where the landscape itself changes. Now there are so many skyscrapers there. So to me, in the blink of an eye, it totally has changed.
All that progress didn't just reshape our cityscapes. It improved our lifestyles, our health, and even extended our lifespans. In 1965, life expectancy in Singapore was just 65 years. Limited healthcare facilities and diseases like tuberculosis and malaria made survival a challenge. But with advancements in healthcare, improvements in living conditions, and better housing and nutrition, life expectancy has soared to 83 years in 2023. For me, that means almost 20 more years added to my own lifetime.
It's encouraging, I guess. It's a bonus, right? So it makes you think about not wasting these extra years that I have. What am I going to do now? What have I done? Have I done enough, right? All these thoughts come to you, whether you like it or not.
But how much time do I really have? To find out, I've come to a longevity clinic.
Our intention is to extend or optimise people's health and their health span whilst we antagonise the ageing process, chronic health conditions, heart disease, dementia. All of this starts in your 20s. We just don't have symptoms of it. But if we're able to detect things early, then you're going to delay the onset of those chronic health conditions. And then you'll live a healthier life.
That's what I want to know. How well is my body aging?
There are two kinds of people, I feel. There are people who have to look away, and there are people who have to look. So as you can tell, I'm the look away ones.
I want to know my biological age. That's how fast you're aging physically compared to just the chronological age, the number of birthdays you've celebrated.
I need you to fill up to the 2 mil line over here, if you can see.
So much. I always wanted to be an ape.
Yeah, this way. This way. Yes, that's right.
My blood and saliva samples will be sent for analysis, along with a series of physical assessments to measure my strength and how well my body is functioning.
3, 2, 1, go. Squeeze as hard as you can. 31, 32.4. Okay, so last try. Squeeze as hard as you can. Good job. That's 44.4.
I'm getting stronger, guys. Is that a good thing or was that a very bad figure?
Okay, so
I see the way you're posing, like, how do I tell this bad news to him?
it's below.
As we age, multitasking can get harder. This brain fit test checks how well I juggle both mental and physical challenges at the same time.
Fantastic, Gurmit.
What's my score?
75%, and then accuracy is 100%.
Come on!
Had 0 mistake, and you actually use both hands. Because
that
a lot of people
good thing
use...
or a bad thing?
It's actually a very good thing.
The next set of tests focuses on strength, mobility, and balance.
Perfect. Yes. And now, can you stand up?
What?
Functions that can start to decline as we get older, making falls more likely.
And that's full marks, 10 out of 10.
Yes!
Now, can you do this with your eyes closed? What? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Training one's
5.
balance can reduce the likelihood of falls during everyday activities like walking up and down stairs.
Why is it getting worse?
Okay, 32, 33, 34. Once you close your eyes, it became much more difficult.
Yeah.
But maintaining overall fitness isn't just about strength and balance. It also depends on heart and lung health.
So essentially what we're looking at is the volume of oxygen that you're breathing in and out when you're doing maximal exercise. And has been shown to be very predictive of things like mortality, how long you live. Essentially, people who are fitter tend to live longer.
If it gets too difficult, am I allowed to stand up and cycle?
Technically, no.
This is the Kiasu Singaporean talking.
As I go through these tests, it brings back memories of my own health battles.
In 2017, phone rings. I pick up the phone and I answer. It's my wife. And she says, "Where are you?" I say, "I don't know." She said, "What do you mean you don't know?" So she brought me straight to the hospital and they did a tilt bed test. They strap you up and you are facing a white wall like this directly for 30 minutes. That's a long 30 minutes just to stare at a wall like this, you know. The idea is to get you so bored and subdued that your heart rate comes very, very slow. Then they put this liquid substance on your tongue. And what it does is suddenly puts your heart jumping, sprinting for life. And 5% of the patients will pass out because it's too much a jump, right? When I woke up, there was the doctor and there were some nurses around me. And he said, "Mr. Singh, not only did you pass out, but your heart stopped for more than 30 seconds. We lost you. We had to resuscitate you." Scary, is it? I didn't even know I was going to die.
That health scare made me value each day that I get up.
Wow, okay. My legs are still here. Okay, good. I can see them, but I can't feel them.
It's even pushed me to want to explore how to live better and longer. I've come here to learn from someone who says he's cracked that very goal. Lim Tiet is more than just a health and exercise nut. He's managed to reverse his biological age by adopting the right habits. The fact that he looks like a 30-year-old but is actually 53 has convinced me. And don't get me started on his mother. Charlotte jumped on the fitness bandwagon with her son. She's 79.
Wow. Hi, guys. How are you doing? How's she doing this? I do not understand.
So you need to reverse aging, and the way you do that is essentially through exercise,
Okay.
nutrition, adequate sleep,
All right.
as well as supplementation. Because if we can turn back the biological clock by, let's say, 5 years, right, that will actually result in tremendous medical cost savings. Because if you actually can address aging itself, all age-related diseases can actually be dialed back.
Lim Tiet and his mother had their artery age biomarker tests done. It's like a snapshot of how old your arteries really are. When he measured his, they came out at 29. Charlotte, whom I have to remind myself is 79, had hers measured too. Her arteries are 56 years old. That's younger than me.
It took time. It's hard
Right,
work.
right.
It's not an overnight thing. It's perseverance, it's hard work, and determination. I can squat, I can bend, I can climb. No problem.
Lim Tiet introduced me to his training regimen. 3 hours a day, 6 times a week, designed for beginners just like me. It combines resistance training with high-intensity cardio workouts.
To the left, to the right. For the first round, you do 21. All right, the second
21? Any discount?
Oh, oh. 4. Squat and hop. Last one.
21.
Next round, 15.
Me straight to it?
Yeah, there's no rest.
What's wrong with you? Okay, come on, Charlotte. Stop laughing.
I do not concede defeat here to an elderly woman.
How is she doing that? I don't get it.
Push up.
But jokes aside, it's not just working out that helps the de-aging process.
Oh my goodness. Hello, police. Yes.
What you intake is equally important. Lim Tiet's principle number 1 is no soap. Soap stands for sugar, oil, additives, and processed foods. Principle number 2 is to focus on how your food is prepared. They should be boiled, grilled, steamed, stewed, or air-fried. Frying or deep frying is a big no. Principle number 3 is portion control. You must eat 1 feast each of complex carbs, protein, and greens, using your own feast as a guide. Complex carbs, like sweet potatoes, release energy slowly because they have a lower glycemic index. This means they won't spike your blood sugar like simple carbs, such as white bread or sugar.
I thought if you don't use oil, things will get stuck to your pot pan thing.
Well, if you put the heat on too high, it would happen. So I am not making it too hot.
That's amazing, because I always thought you must put oil.
Look, my kitchen is clean, the floor is clean. I don't have to clean up. No mess. That's the most important thing.
Right.
And now for the verdict. Do these foods taste as good without our usual comfort ingredients?
Oh,
No need to act right.
not acting. The beef rendang is so soft. It's really good. And no oil.
Natural. The oil comes from the beef
Full of
itself.
flavor.
All natural. Full of flavor.
Where have you been all my life? You know, I can always drive by here daily and pick up some. So I've come to realize that it's not so much about the number of years that I have, but the quality of the years that I have. And the only way I can do that is to better my eating habits, better my exercise, better my sleep, and therefore achieve reverse aging. Because only then, if I can have a better biological age as opposed to my calendar age, then I can have a proper, fruitful, and a beautiful life.
It's been 10 weeks since I took a test to discover my true biological age.
Oh,
Hey,
Gurmit.
doctor, how are you?
Good to see you.
Today is when my results are out. This is the moment of truth.
Okay. I know my chronological age, 60. And then people talk about biological age and hoping it's less, right? So what is my biological age?
Biological age is not well represented by a single measure. A lot of people do these epigenetic clocks. So epigenetics looks at how well your genes express themselves by things like your environment and your lifestyle, right? So basically things like poor sleep, stress,
your diet, your body composition, smoking, alcohol, can affect your genes' abilities to express themselves.
Right.
We do one as well, and you'll be 3 years older on your epigenetic clock.
Say what? So I'm actually old.
Yeah, 3 years older on your epigenetic clock, right?
Okay.
But
oh no.
the good news is that there's nothing super urgent that you need to go out and say, oh, I need to go for a surgery. We recommend certain diets that our dietitian will go through. We want you to lose 6 kilograms of fat. And how we're going to achieve this is by some calorie restriction. We're setting targets for how much exercise and what kinds of exercise you should be doing a week. So we're taking a very detailed approach.
Moving forward, it's not all gloomy. I'm happy where I am. I have some things that I can do about it, which is the food, the diet. The sleep is fine. The exercises, I can improve that one. When I come back for the next test, or maybe in a year or two, you see me, I'll be a totally different person.
Being fit and healthy is just the start of it. And it's a good start. But how can I make the rest of my years worthwhile? I'm seeking the meaning of life after 60.
Oh my God, I'm here. It's a lot of people.
Japan, a land where the past and future intertwine, now confronts a stark reality. It is becoming a nation of the old. With a life expectancy of 85 years, Japan is one of the leaders in the world for longevity. About 30% of its population is aged 65 or older, making it the most prominent example of a super-aged society.
Japan has got this reputation for having longevity, right? And they are going all the way to 100 and beyond 100.
So, if anyone's figured out life after 60, it's the Japanese. And I'm here to uncover their secret. For me, this journey is more than a search for the key to longevity. It's a return to my roots. Somewhere in this vast city, traces of my mother's family may still exist. From 1942 to 1945, during the Second World War, Singapore endured the harsh realities of the Japanese occupation.
My mom passed away in 2001. And after everything was settled, my father set us aside, me and my siblings, and said, I got something to tell you. This is about your mom. During Japanese occupation, there is a Chinese lady with a laundry basket. She's walking along the beach, and along comes a Punjabi fella. Then you hear a baby cry. Turns out there is a baby underneath all that laundry. And the Punjabi fella says, what's going on? Chinese lady says, I came here to put the baby on the beach. The father is a Japanese soldier. I don't want the baby. So this Punjabi man had just gotten married, and he told her that my wife medically cannot bear me any children. So can I take this baby as my own? I will protect her as if she's my own. That baby was my mother.
As Singapore approaches its 60th year of independence, it's important to reflect on where we've come from. My parents, both children of the war, saw the country through its most challenging years. Their resilience shaped the way I see the world.
I was born into a not so well-to-do family. We lived at the back of the bank my father worked in. So going from there to then moving to a HDB block. I like to think that those times, although they were tough, they made me who I am, right? Because you had to just go for it, just keep going, which I think in many ways is what Singapore did. With such little resources, how are we going to do this now?
I think my story reflects what many seniors in Singapore experience. We've had to find strength and keep going, no matter how tough things got. That perseverance doesn't stop when we turn 60, and here in Japan, Turning 60 is seen as a major milestone, a time not just to reflect, but to step into a new phase of life.
Okay, I found the shop. Now, this shop is really important. It's part of the Kanreki celebration. Everything here is red, even the underwear.
This little shop is dedicated to Kanreki, a Japanese tradition of honoring a 60th birthday. A celebration marked by this bold, auspicious color. Everywhere I look, red surrounds me, symbolizing joy, vitality, and a fresh start. And I'm going to gate crash a Kanreki celebration.
どうぞ。はい、こんにちは。こんにちは。お入りください。
Hello, konnichiwa. Oh, your birthday?
Hey,
Oh,
birthday.
Congratulations. And why you wear like this?
いえ、ちゃんちゃんこ。
ちゃんちゃんこ。
これ、が見て。どうぞ。一緒にちゃんちゃんこ着ましょう。
ちゃんちゃんこ。
ね。
おー、そうね。
Kazuko Shitani turns 60 today, and I've been invited to her Kanreki.
Ta-da!
This celebration marks a rebirth, signifying the completion of 5 full zodiac cycles and the beginning of a fresh start.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baba. Happy birthday to you.
Cut the cake, yes.
還暦のお祝いで着るときにはこの赤いちゃんちゃんこを着ます。で、なぜなら赤ちゃんが生まれた時に初めて着る産着っていうものは赤いものだったからそうです。それであとは魔除けの意味もある。ありがとう、サンキュー。
おいしいね。おいしいね。So now that you reach this milestone, what's next for you? What's in the plans?
今後は自分がずっと子育てに関わる仕事をしてたので、自宅で親子が集えるコミュニティ、集える場所をどんどん指導していって、安全で子どもを育てる環境のお手伝いができればなって思ってます。人と人がつながることは一番楽しみにしているので、それがモチベーションになると思います。
In 2023, the McKinsey Health Institute revealed that having a purposeful life, good stress management, meaningful connections, and independence are factors that matter most as we age.
今お家を改装しているので、それができれば、親子の居場所づくりができていると思うので。
Do you mind if I come to your house and have a look?
ぜひぜひ手伝ってください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Oh,
どうぞ。
wow. Oh, look at that. They're really doing renovations here. This is all covered up. So, can I ask you, why did you pursue this idea of making this whole place, your home, a public place for the community, the parents and the children?
親子が、いろんな親子が集まる場所が少なくって、この辺では。だから作ろうと思いました。自分が子育て中は、周りの人が助けてくれた。なのでそれでとても助かったし、お友達もできたし、人と知り合うことができたので、その良さを若い世代に教えてあげてつなげていきたい。それが私のためにもなると思っています。
But for Kazuko, it's not just about giving back.
これをやってもらいます。
はい、instructions.
She's also found joy and meaning in the process. Her Ikigai.
生きがいとは私は考えるのは張り合いだったりとか喜びであったりとか楽しさだと思っているので、張り合いがあると頑張れることもあるだろう。
Okay?
No.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, Shell. She's good.
そういうのを全部、叶えてくれるわけで、一歩を踏み出せるかなっていうふうには今思っています。
Okay, finally okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You speak English?
Yo.
After meeting Kazuko, I realized the answer to aging well isn't just about staying healthy. It's about having a sense of purpose, a reason for being, an Ikigai.
I guess my Ikigai right now, if you ask me, is to stay healthy, stay strong for my family. But after meeting Kozuko-san and how she's allowing her private home to be used as a public place, what is selfless soul, right? My Ikigai now is very selfish. I need to find something out there that truly is a selfless act on my part. And I haven't found it yet, and hopefully I'll find it soon. I saw Michael Jackson's hand.
Hi, I wonder who this is. Ah, man. It's been a while since I came here. Many years have passed now, and I'm back again, and it still looks the same. I'm never worried about when people say, oh, so Gurmit, you're only known for Phua Chu Kang, nothing else, so you're stereotype. If you want to call it that, sure, but I have no qualms about being known as only this guy.
But having said that, it doesn't mean that I don't do anything else now. Everywhere I go, I wear yellow boots. No, I will keep reinventing. I will always continue to try new stuff.
And let me tell you, I'm not the only one out there thinking about reinvention. Halfway across the world in Japan, there's someone else proving that age is just a number.
私が触れますと天敵に見えますがマイクです。
Tatsuyo Okihara, also known as Oba-chan, which means grandmother in Japanese, entered the comedy industry when she was 71.
17歳後期高齢者、芸歴6年目のヨボヨボですが、今日はシルバー川柳で皆様にお話ししたいと思います。よろしくお願いいたします。
Before comedy, she was a designer in a shipbuilding company, retiring after more than 30 years on the job at 64.
老人が病院と間違えて迷い込んだのではございません。
Now at 78, she takes the stage with a sharp sense of humor that puts the spotlight on aging with a twist.
What made you decide to take up comedy out of nowhere? Was it out of nowhere?
私は戦後生まれで物のない時代に育ったんです。その時にお笑いというものは物がなくても人を笑わせる力っていうのがあるんだなというのを子供心にずっと思ってたんですが、私子供いないんで主人と2人で主人定年になった時に今後どういう生き方をするっていうことを言った時に主人は釣りをしたいと。で私吉本行くって言ったら「吉本って老人ホームも始めたの?」って言うから「違うお父さんねその演劇の舞台の勉強をしたいんで行くんだ」っつったら「ああ」っつって僕は協力はできないけど邪魔はしないよっていうことで入ってきました。
Oba-chan's journey wasn't all laughs. There was pain. Her brother's and husband's health declined and worsened when she started on the stand-up comedy scene.
それでおかしいんで兄に聞いたらば目が見えにくいということだったんで、日本でも5本の指に入るような病院を探して行って一時は良くなったんです。その手術をしてところが主人が肺がんになって倒れたんですよね。それで多分ちょっと難しいんじゃないかと医者に言われて、手術が一つの山でこの手術がうまくいくかどうかっていうのは医者としては責任持てないと。手術する時にお前は一生笑って生きていけよと。だから吉本辞めるなよって言って手術室に入ってきました。で奇跡的に助かって今はうちのことやってくれたりしてますんで、これが私の舞台衣装で。
As Oba-chan navigated the struggles of caring for her family through illness, she discovered that laughter and performing weren't just hobbies. They became her lifeline, giving her a renewed sense of purpose. In 2023, Oba-chan was selected from more than 1,000 comedians to become a regular performer at one of Tokyo's leading comedy theaters. She also published a memoir about her journey, inspiring people to believe it's never too late to pursue their dreams.
皆さん年だからできないんじゃなくて年だからできることって必ずあると思うんでその辺ちょっと考え方をくるっと変えるとねよろしいんじゃないかなとは思うんですけどねやはりこれお笑いがなかったらこれだけ元気にはなれなかったと思いますだからもう本当にお笑いっていうのがもう私の今命ですね
There is some science to what Oba-chan is talking about. It seems that fostering healthy behaviors is crucial to enhancing the well-being of seniors. Research shows that a sense of purpose is good for health. A strong sense of purpose betters biological function, reduces the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and Alzheimer's, and even lowers mortality rates.
A lot of us think that, oh, we're old now, we can't do all these things. But she says that it's because you're old, you should do all these things. Because otherwise, when will you do it? I'm younger than her, and already I'm feeling, apprehensions about, can I do this? Should I do that? But after talking to her, yeah, while you still have breath, while you still have life, just go for what you want to do.
Gurmit the actor, Gurmit the singer, Gurmit the host, Gurmit the comedian. Now, what's next for me?
I think at this stage, if you think you are too old to reinvent yourself, then you are really doing yourself a disfavor. I think at any age, you can reinvent yourself. Maybe one day I'll be 85 years old doing my first director debut for a movie. Who knows? But I'm looking forward to that.
And something like that is possible. Look at Mr. Loke Ju Tik as an example. Don't be fooled by his youthful image. He's 90. Mr. Loke recently held his first solo art exhibition. His career in art only took off after decades of setting it aside.
Mr. Loke. Hello. 你好，你好。哇，现在做什么？
我现在是 sketch 啦
，sketch 啊。
你要不要试试看
？Me
啊，不要紧的，随便画可以。不错。
意思不错 ，that means not bad.
Not bad.
Which also means not good.
容易画啦，画画不难啦。
In 1990, Mr. Loke had a chance encounter with one of the greatest contemporary Chinese painters, Wu Guanzhong, near the Sri Mariamman Temple. Watching Wu's sketch awakened memories of his days at the Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts, where he studied art and graduated in 1953. Though he had stopped painting to focus on work, the encounter inspired him to pick up the pencil once again. On that very day, he bought pencils and paper and began sketching.
我退休了以后，我才开始跟一些朋友去写生啊，从此就引起我的兴趣。很多老人他老了就认为他没有事情做，是吗？我鼓励很多老人不要在家里出来活动。
This year I'll be turning 60. What advice do you have for me, or people like me who are turning 60 this year?
60岁还是很年轻的，还很多时间。我们不管60岁、70岁，甚至像我这样90岁，只要你有一个目标、一个梦想，你就要敢去完成它。
Is it real teeth? 假的啊？不是，这个是
假的。这七个真假的，全部真的。
哦 ，It's got great teeth.
所以我的时间也没有什么了，所以我很珍惜我的时间。我希望我能够多花点时间来画多几张画来给大家参观。
He just goes to show that there's still so much to do. At my age, at his age, at whatever age, just keep going for your passion and your dreams.
很享受啊 ，enjoy 啊。
Joy. Joy. I'm thinking of, or rather, I have been thinking about directing. After speaking to Mr. Loke, I want to make that happen.
This is No. It is a classical form of Japanese theatre that combines drama, music, and dance to tell stories often derived from mythology, history, and literature. Performing for me are Takashi Takeda and his apprentice and daughter, Isa. Takashi is 70 years old and has been practicing No for 65 years. He's a living national treasure. Some even call him a master craftsman.
What does it take to become a No master?
まず技術的なものというのは子どもの時からだいたい20歳前後ぐらいにある程度マスターしてしまうんですね。ところがそれだけでは脳というものが、伝わらない。やはり内からのものが備わってこなければということなので、個人差はありますけども、ある人にとってみれば死ぬまで修行だというふうに言われてます。
No has been around for centuries. It's more than a performance. It's a treasured heirloom of Japanese culture. At its core is mentorship, where masters hand down not just the moves, but the very heart of the art, ensuring this ancient tradition keeps thriving one generation after another.
If you are claustrophobic, this is not a master wear. It's just a small hole.
直接の指導も大事だけれども、先ほどの舞台で一緒にした時に自分がどのようにやってるかっていうのを周りの人が感じ取ってほしい。それで感じ取ってそれの中でその人たちが必要だと思えばそれを身につけようと努力すればいい。若い人に伝えていかなければいけないっていうのはもうどの世代も必要なことであります。
Takashi's mentee, Isa, has been learning No for the last 30 years.
私は、その3歳の時から父に、習っているんですけれども、やはり年頃の時はちょっと難しいこともいろいろあったんですが、やはりそこは家族と、この芸事事の、舞台の上というのは別に考えて師匠として、教えを請っています。貴重なことで今の私にとってはかけがえのないことだったと思っています。
Can I just ask if you can teach me something in... Yes?
Of course.
Okay. You speak English too?
So let's play the role of young woman.
Sure.
Okay?
No problem. Let's go.
Young woman walks slowly, small distance, the left foot and the right foot. Good, good.
そうですね。
そうですね。
Like a moonwalk.
人によってなんですけれども、ある人は人に教えることにすごく充実感を感じる人がいると思うんですね。そういうことだと思ってます。それからなぜ教えるかというと、脳が好きだから。
In Singapore, I hear some seniors are choosing to be mentors too, not on a specific craft, but on life itself.
Okay. Hi guys, sorry to disturb you.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Hey, sit down. I'm not the president.
Actually, we are planning our next session of mentoring.
Okay.
And the theme of this session will be team building.
These seniors are members of RSVP, a non-profit program that engages retirees in volunteer work. After retiring from their careers, they didn't want their days to be spent idle.
Good afternoon, class.
Instead, they chose to mentor selected students in schools across Singapore. Through activities like storytelling, arts and crafts, and role-playing, they impart important values such as perseverance, responsibility, and empathy.
Around the COVID period, this issue around mental wellness and the social emotional well-being of the children came out quite prominently. And I thought that as seniors with a lot more life experience, what we can do is to help to guide the children and help them develop their social and emotional skills. We spend 2-3 hours a week with the students and share some of these activities and life values and lessons.
Is it green man or red man? Red man, stop. Green man, can you go straight? No, you must look left and right. For mentoring, we keep ourselves active physically as well as mentally. We have to think what sort of activities that will motivate the children.
Okay, y'all, teamwork, please stand for one side.
So we want to inculcate in these children positive social and emotional skills. So they will be part of society which will contribute to the nation building. So the joy of helping others make me happy for what I have done for these children. Okay, very good.
I'd like to see that we are sowing the seeds of positivity, and as much as we can, the mentors will go out there, like farmers, they'll just go and plant seeds of positivity in all these students. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
When people ask me about this mentorship, I say I can't do a mentorship. I was asked to mentor for comedy, for hosting, and I turned them all down. Yeah, so I have this inferiority complex, right, that has haunted me since I don't know when. In school, I always thought like no girl wanted me. I will never have a wife. I'll die a lonely man because I wasn't good enough for anybody. And it also carried on into my career. Even now when I'm talking to you, half my mind is saying, did you answer that correctly? Because I never think I'm good enough.
Even after revealing my deepest insecurity, the producer of this documentary decided to challenge me. She made me a mentor for a day.
Okay, guys, are you ready? Yeah, excellent. Get your game faces on because we're really, really fortunate and lucky to have somebody so experienced and well-known to help you work on some comedic scenes. Let me introduce the wonderful Gurmit Singh.
How many of you, be honest, I won't be offended, do not know me? You all know me. Are you lying? Some people say, oh, you're the you guy, the Shopee or the Shopee guy. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to your performance. I understand that you guys are going to be holding the script, and that's fine. But as much as you can, even if you miss a word here and there as well, just throw in your own words. And it's important to give the essence and the performance rather than the pronunciation of the exact words.
The students have been tasked to perform scenes from my hit TV show, Phua Chu Kang Private Limited. Don't pray.
Action.
Rosie, please, if you don't come back, Mr. George won't give me this job. So come home now. Hello?
Margaret, my best sister-in-law.
Your only sister-in-law. Will you be my wife? Are you insane? I don't even like being related to you. Okay lah.
Ma, you still wearing Rosie's clothes?
Yes, because they are comfortable. If you're so comfortable, why working like a white penguin? Where's the ambulance? Where's the ambulance? Rosie, push! I'm home! Hey, baby, come on. No, it's truth. Oh. It's a girl. It's my baby girl.
Okay, so feedback time.
I think personally for me, the pauses were very awkward.
Yes.
We are not so familiar with the script.
Right.
I mean, I knew of Phua Chu Kang, but I never watched it growing up.
Sorry, say that again.
I choose my words very carefully.
The more you go through the script, the more you sink in the script, the more it becomes second nature to you, the less you have to perform. I was looking forward to anybody who has not seen a show and seen this like that, like you, in your situation where you're going to just play as is and then see what you can develop from there. And I think that's a great challenge because you will make it your own. But the fear is real. I don't mind doing a workshop like this because I think I owe it to the younger generation to share some of the downfalls I've been through, some of the mistakes I've made.
So many guys try to pick you up.
Maybe life is showing me that, okay, you've done all this now. The next phase is workshops and go share your experiences.
As I reflect on my journey, I realize that turning 60 isn't an endpoint. It's a new beginning. Along the way, I've met incredible people who've shaped my perspective.
Hey, sama-sama.
They've introduced me to the concept of Ikigai, helping me understand that purpose isn't something we simply find, but something we create. Now, as I embark on creating my own short film, I see it as a chance to share my story, bridge generations, and inspire others to find their own Ikigai. The journey doesn't stop here. It's just beginning.
Master interview, take one.
Wow, wedding day. Not his, ah? What do you mean not his?
I don't eat carbo. Order the chicken wing, order the fish, order the egg, order the sambal, order ikan bilis, but no rice.
You know I ordered everything, then you just take out the rice.